Yo, what's going on, my buddies? Totaljophes coming at you with my reaction and thoughts to the announcement of the PlayStation 4 Pro. Okay, so for those of you who somehow don't know, because it made big news, yesterday, September 7th, 2016, Sony announced the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is the definitive, the finalized version of what we were previously calling the PlayStation 4 Neo or the PlayStation 4K, that sort of thing. It's the version of the PlayStation 4 that is going to be playing games in 4K and, really great graphics, and it's way stronger and everything. And by the time I get this video uploaded, it'll probably be September 9th, because whereas I'm recording this the day after, it's pretty late, so. But anyway, that's not the point. But, whereas I'm gonna be getting the PS4 Pro, because it is stronger than the PS4, and I want the strongest console I can get my hands on, I'm actually really disappointed with it, and actually a lot of people are. Now, here's one of the biggest reasons why. The PS4 Pro was just announced yesterday, and it's going to be released on November 10th. Whereas the Xbox Scorpio, or Project Scorpio, whatever the hell it's going to be called when it gets released, isn't going to be released until holiday of next year, 2017. Now, on top of that, it's also well known, because all of the specs for the PS4 Pro was released, that the Xbox Scorpio is going to be a lot stronger than the PS4 Pro. They're both going to be, strong consoles capable of playing games in 4K, or not. I'll get to that later. But, Xbox One Scorpio is going to be 50% stronger than the PS4 Pro. So, where have I seen this before? The Wii U. The Wii U was announced and released way before the PS4 and Xbox One, and because of that, it ended up being a lot weaker of a system. The PS4 and Xbox One were way stronger, could play games way better, with much better visuals, and because of that, those two sold way more than the Wii U. I mean, there was a lot more reasons why the Wii U didn't sell well, but all the same, that was a contributing factor, is that those two systems were way stronger. And so I kind of see Sony making that same mistake here, because they're announcing and releasing the PS4 Pro when they could take another year to make it more powerful and release it alongside the Xbox One Scorpio for direct competition, but they're not. They're releasing it a year earlier, which, yeah, might be somewhat smart in some aspects because it means they don't have competition, but when the Xbox One Scorpio rolls around, it's going to be so much stronger. And that is kind of a blow to Sony, in my opinion, and I don't see why they didn't hold it off for another year to make it just as powerful as the Xbox One Scorpio. I honestly think it's kind of stupid. But there's more reasons why I'm disappointed. Another reason is actually some stuff that was found out fairly recently, that I guess the PS4 Pro, the big selling point being that it'll play games in 4K, doesn't natively play games in 4K. It natively plays them in, I think they said something like 90% 4K? It's almost there, it's 3,000 something, almost 4,000, but it's not. It doesn't actually fully play them in native 4K. On top of that, and this is a big one, it doesn't even have a fucking Blu-ray player in it. It can't play 4K Blu-ray discs, and I didn't look too far into it. I don't know if it can play Blu-ray discs at all. Maybe it can, maybe it can't. But the fact of the matter is, the fucking Xbox One S can play 4K fucking Blu-rays. So why can't the PS4 Pro? Why couldn't they have put that in there? I mean, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. At all. If you're going to release a console that your big selling point is that it'll play things in 4K, why not give it a fucking Blu-ray drive so it can play fucking Blu-rays in 4K too? And one of their biggest arguments is, oh, a lot of people are streaming these days, so we didn't feel that the physical Blu-ray player was necessary. And it's like, are you fucking stupid? How much would it have taken for you to put a Blu-ray player in there? According to the details on the Xbox One S, it only costs, what was it, like an extra $15 per console made to incorporate the 4K Blu-ray playing into the Xbox One S. So it cost them $15 more per console. Oh my god, that's not a lot of money! Why would you not do this, Sony? Why would you not just make the PS4 Pro sell for like $420 or something then? I mean, bam, that immediately makes the money back. You already kind of don't need to do that, because you wouldn't lose that much more money by just putting the fucking Blu-ray player in there. But oh my god, how fucking stupid can you be? That was one of the biggest selling points for me, is because I wasn't going to need to buy a 4K Blu-ray player, because I've got a 4K TV. And I'm not made of money, but I found it at Walmart really fucking cheap. It was like $400 or $500 for a fucking giant-ass 4K TV. So I don't have a lot of money, it was just a really good deal. But that's not the point. The point being, I didn't want to have to get a 4K Blu-ray player when I could just have a fucking console that will both play my games and play my movies. That's how I've always worked. Back since the fucking PlayStation 2, I've always played my games and watched my movies. The PlayStation 2 could play DVDs. PS3 comes out, I play my games and watch my movies, because it can play fucking discs. PS4 comes out, same thing. PS4 Pro, nope. Nope, this time around, we're just not gonna put it in there, guys. Most people are streaming. We're just gonna leave it out. You know, just cause. I'm so disappointed in that, and I know I'm making a much bigger deal out of it than it is, because the fact of the matter is a lot of people do stream, and it's still a promising console, but that was a major flaw in it. A lot of people are really disappointed about that, and I'm one of them. But yeah, getting back to the fact that it won't play games natively in 4K, Xbox One Scorpio is going to. It's going to very easily play games in 4K. Microsoft took advantage of this bullshit with Sony and the PS4 Pro to basically take a blow at them, and I think exactly what they said was that by the time the Xbox One Scorpio comes out, it'll be clear how powerful it is compared to the PS4 Pro. And it's like, that message right there just proved how fucking retarded you are, Sony. Why would you do this? Why would you release the PS4 Pro as weak as it is? It makes no sense. Now, okay, you can argue it's for the price. It's so they can maintain a cheap console. But I mean, realistically, it's not an excuse. How much do we think Scorpio is going to be? Probably $500. That's only $100 more. Now, $100 isn't chump change, but in the grand scheme of things, it's still not that much. I mean, for God's sake, when we're talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars, one extra $100 isn't really that big of a deal. You know, you can take that extra year, you can make it more powerful, and then you can release it then for a little bit more expensive, and then you'll find that it'll be a hell of a lot more successful. I'm so disappointed. I mean, I'm still kind of excited, don't get me wrong. I'm really excited to be playing my games in, you know, much greater detail, much better graphics, more horsepower to them. Okay, here's another quick tidbit. It's not even going to be running games in 60 frames per second, which was another big thing. 4K games! 60 frames per second! You guys will be shitting yourselves! Now it's almost 4K games! 30 frames per second! We're still cool, right, guys? No, you're fucking not, okay? Scorpio's coming out next year. It's going to be playing games in 4K. They're going to be in 60 frames per second. Microsoft's going to kick your ass in the game console market, and you'll have nobody but yourselves to blame for this shit. Sony! Why? I mean, I thought announcing the PS4 Slim was bad enough because there's literally no difference between it and the PS4 besides the fact that it's smaller. Why even fucking release it? At least the Xbox One S has the added point of, you know, it has the 4K streaming and Blu-ray playing and whatnot, and I think it's even a slight bit more powerful, too. It's like, the Slim was already pointless, but now you're just kind of giving the win to Microsoft by being like, oh, well, our console's weaker, but we're releasing it sooner, that works, right? No, it doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't. Smart people are going to wait a year and get the Xbox One Scorpio instead. I'm just gonna get both because, you know, I'm an avid gamer. I need to have all the game-related shit. I don't have enough money to get a fucking huge-ass, badass gaming PC, but I've got enough money to get consoles at least, so, whatever. Especially if there's a year between them. But, yeah, that's my thoughts on the PS4 Pro. I'm still going to be getting it because I still want to have, my PS4 games played in the best quality that they can. But I think that they made a lot of really, really fucking bad mistakes with the PS4 Pro, and it really pisses me off that they did that. So, yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on the PS4 Pro? Do you think it was a mistake? Do you think it's totally good no matter what? Do you think that they did everything right? Do you think they did everything wrong? Are you a Microsoft fanboy and you don't give a shit and you're just going to get the Xbox One Scorpio just because it's Microsoft? All the same, leave it all in the comment section down below. Definitely leave a like on this video and definitely subscribe for future videos because I'll be uploading multiple videos every week as usual. So, that would be about it. So until next time, stay pretty, my buddies.